back to Better Living. I'm here with Marlana from Little Generation Daycare. You guys are the largest 5-star rated facility in Lucas County, both enrollment and capacity, right?
We are.
It's a fantastic facility. Tell me what it means to be an Ohio Healthy program.
We actually are getting ready to be designated. We have gotten the preliminary okay, but we're waiting for the official email and the official letter right now. And what it means is that children are getting healthy meals when they're at our facility. They're getting fresh fruits and vegetables. They're getting whole grains, less processed food. They're getting a lot of homemade meals, which makes a really big difference when mom's at work and can't make them herself.
That's so very important, because honestly, sometimes, like you said, mom's at work. That may be the only healthy meal that they get during the day because, you know, you're running somewhere at night then and you're driving through. Even if mom has the best intentions, it may be that that's the only healthy meal. It also means that kids learn better when they're getting those healthy meals.
Absolutely. One of the greatest things is that when they come in, first thing they do is they get something to eat before they even start class. So that way they're not trying to learn while their bellies are grumbling. They're hungry. They can't think about what's learning. That doesn't happen at our center. We make sure everybody gets something to eat, and then they get something to eat halfway through their preschool class time. But we actually provide 3 meals and 3 snacks a day, so it seems like they're eating constantly.
That's really important, though, because they are little, they're growing, and that probably is a big detriment a lot of times when kids are trying to learn, because that's what's distracting them, is they're hungry, and that makes the attention span go all over the place.
It does. And when they're hungry, they'll come in and they'll even tell you, I'm hungry, I haven't gotten something to eat yet. And the first thing we do is make sure that they do get something.
That's awesome. Let's tell, you know, kindergarten anymore is not just nap time and playtime. Kindergarten is real learning time. So what are you guys doing at Little Generation to make sure that students are prepared to be at the top of their class and ready for kindergarten?
One of the big things we do is we actually add in Spanish and sign language in addition to our regular curriculum. We do the basics, but it's just another way. If they don't catch it one way, they catch it another. Another thing we do is, instead of counting to 20 like they would in kindergarten, like they would to start kindergarten, we actually work all the way up to 100. Most of the kids that graduate our program are able to count to 100 in English, at least 50 in Spanish, and by 5s, 10s, and 2s as well.
That's incredibly impressive. Do you find that because they're learning the second language younger, that it's easier for them to pick up?
It's a lot easier for them to pick up. Most of them, by the first month they're there, they're able to count it to at least 20 in Spanish. And it makes it easier for them to do it in English as well. When they can do it in Spanish, they can do it in English, so.
I think that's probably key. I mean, you know, I didn't start learning it until I was in high school and at a more advanced level until college, and there's a reason that I had issues with learning it. I was too old. What other programs are available?
Well, what we have is we actually have our state-funded preschool program. It's from the Ohio Department of Education, and they expanded their grant to not only be in the public schools but also to be in high-quality daycares. We were actually one of the first daycares in Toledo to have that program available, and it's a free preschool program, and it's for anybody who would qualify, but it actually qualifies parents who make much more than what Head Start would qualify.
So how does somebody, if somebody's watching and they think, I'd like to get my child in preschool, I don't feel like I can afford it, I don't know how to go about this, what do they do?
One of the biggest things I tell everybody is just stop into the center. They can stop in anytime 9 to 5. We'll do a walk-in tour. They don't have to make an appointment, because for a busy mom, it's very important to be able to have something convenient and easy where you can just walk in. And it also shows what we're doing. They can see whatever we're doing at whatever time of the day they stop in.
That's really important, that I know that it's accessible. There's nothing being hidden. I can see what's going on all the time. So you have this fantastic preschool. What else do you have there? Because you have after school for other school-age kids that aren't old enough to be home by themselves, right?
We actually have a before and after school program that serves about 150 students. We go to 15 different schools to transport for them. We also have several schools that transport directly to our location, and the cool thing about that is they come in before school, they get breakfast. We want to make sure they're not hungry when they go to school. And then we take them to school for the schools that we transport to. Then what we do is we pick up after school, and they come back, they do homework with a teacher, and the teacher checks to make sure that they're understanding it and doing it right, because we are open till midnight. So when mom gets done with work, she's not really wanting to check homework and then even do the bath time and stuff like that. So
that's a great service, that homework help, especially by somebody who knows what they're doing, because the truth is kids are learning a lot now, and sometimes it's just over our heads, some of the things that they're working on, especially when it starts dealing with math. It's a little too much. How early do you take kids? How young?
We start at 2.5, and we actually have daycare for ages 2.5 up to age 12, but we have a new program that we started this school year, which is our Little Generation Preschool 3s. The Ohio Department of Education Expansion Grant, they only count children who are 4 by September 30th and up now, which changed this year. So we have a really great discounted program that allows kids that are 3, where parents still would like them to get that start early, and it helps them get that early start.
All right. So if somebody's interested, they can just stop by. They could also give you guys a call or check out your website, right?
Yes, and we have our online virtual tour on our website as well. They can actually walk through the center and move the screen along while they walk through the center on our website.
All right, check it out today. Little Generation Daycare Preschool. They have a fantastic program. You definitely want to check it out, especially too for that before school and after school program. We'll be right back.